Hey, everybody. Here we are with BJ Gibson from Farquhar Action Car and Truck Accessories in North Bay. BJ, how are you?
Good afternoon, Paul. How are you?
Excellent, buddy.
Wonderful.
Love your background. You're looking mighty fine.
Yeah, I thought I'd change it up because didn't really have the best backdrop for it. So found that one looked pretty good. So try it out.
Looks awesome, buddy. Good job. Listen, I wanted to get you guys on. You guys are, the big players in the Bay. And I wanted to kind of show off some of the stuff that you guys have and what you're all about. And although this is relatively new, this division of Farquhar Chrysler, tell me a little bit about what Action Car and Truck Accessories is.
So thanks, Paul. So Farquhar Action, basically any make, model, car accessories from tunnel covers, lift kits, rims, tires, just about anything you can possibly imagine, whether you're a construction worker, you need a strobe light or a bed slide. So a bed slide, cargo slide, basically it's a unit that goes in the box anywhere between 15 to 2,000 plus pounds. You put all your equipment on there, slide it out, comes out past the tailgate. So it's kind of a bonus that way you're not crawling into the truck. Truck caps, we get a little bit into it. We're getting a little more into it, just getting the forklift fixed so we can get into like truck caps, whether they're DCU, so like a contractor's cap with the caps on there, down the side where you have all your tools and all that kind of stuff. And then that are just a regular fiberglass cap for people that don't want water and snow and, keep their stuff protected in the box. So everyday customer. Rims, tires, whether you want an off-road tire, an on-road tire, chrome rim, black alloy, whatever size you want. Been pricing this week a lot of stuff for customers, so it's kind of a bonus that way. Rough country, ready lift, so two of our big suppliers when it comes to lift kits, which is kind of a cool thing. We just did Ryan's demo 2020 Gladiator. We put a 3.5-inch lift in it and 35s underneath it, so it's one of those Jeeps with the box on the back, so like a little Jeep truck kind of.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool that way. Got tunnel cover, vent visors on it. See the pictures up on the Action Facebook page and stuff. So there's a little bit of everything we need that we can get into. Mud flaps, some of the running boards, some of the common stuff. Power running boards start to become more of a common thing where they come out and they slide back up. Being yourself in the car industry as well, you kind of have an idea what those are. But once again, those are up on the Facebook page as well. Lots of little things. I try and everything we do a build, whether it's a simple tunnel cover or a full lift, I try and get it up on Instagram or Facebook or something so they can see exactly how things function or operate. Picture says 1,000 words, so that's kind of how we roll with. So,
coming from the car business, I know that guys love their trucks and they love to accessorize them.
Oh, absolutely. They get everything from a hard tunnel cover. You could almost go broke. Like a couple of grand here, a couple of grand there. Now let's do some rims and tires. Like a DCU cap, like for example, starts like $5,500, right? So if you want something good quality or your contractor and you need the side cabinets to keep everything locked, and instead of incandescent lights now they've got rope lights, they've got LED rope lights. Like they've got so many new fadgets and gadgets and stuff in them, carpeted, lined, all that kind of good stuff. So
that's crazy. Okay, so we're kind of coming through COVID. It's May 7th or 8th. So what does that look like for you guys? Are you currently open? Are you working reduced hours?
We're currently open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We've dropped Saturdays for right now just because we've gone down to one staff member, which is myself. The other young lady took the voluntary layoff, which was a bonus to help us out, whether we could keep going and not have a big overhead expense. So kudos to Vanessa that she took some time off, and we'll hopefully see her back sooner than later. We're just starting to ramp back up a few questions. The phones are where it's at right now. I can't answer every phone call. I've been doing my best. So if I don't get it, drop a voicemail or send me an email or Facebook message or something. We definitely try and get through that way. Yeah. Being springtime and unfortunately with COVID and everything, we have limited staff, as I said earlier, but trying to maximize every customer that calls. So phones are definitely where it's at because a lot of people don't want to come in, or we've definitely even done some curbside drop off. A couple, guy up the road and a couple customers around the corner. They're like, oh well, I don't really want to stop. I took payment over the phone, moved forward, dropped it off to the doorstep, left their invoice. Get an email the next day, thanks. You know what I mean? So it's been a bonus that way. We've never had an overabundance of heavy foot traffic in the store, but obviously keeping sanitized, the door handles, the desks, the railings, try and keep up on that kind of stuff. So people feel comfortable to come in. Same with the team next door at the dealership. Same with the team over at Orchards. They're killing it with the when it comes to the keeping things sanitized. You go in there and see what's changed. So yeah, obviously following protocols of the province and trying to hope for the best. And I definitely say Ford and Fidelity, they've definitely tried to open up some doors, and things have started to change this week. So hopefully that's just some light at the end of the tunnel, but obviously not rush it where we're back to square one where we were, 8 weeks ago.
So is all the install, does that happen at your location, or does that happen at the dealership?
So some of the basic or more simple stuff, I should say, like vent visors, bug deflectors, some back racks, some tunnel covers and stuff, I'll do right here in store if I have the availability and the time to do it.
Okay.
If not, then I send it over to the dealership. Jamie and the team and Ryan, we've got it all sorted out with getting things installed, certain time frames. Like customer calls today, we try and get it done the next day or two just to prolong. Obviously, depends on whether I have the part in stock or not, too. Depends on how fast install is, but we try and keep it in a fairly timely fashion, and the dealers been more than accommodating to get things as such done and keep us on par and keep us on track. So
yeah, that's awesome. And the website actiontrucks.com, it looks like there's every accessory imaginable on that website that you guys can get.
Yeah, so if they don't see it on that website, they just give me a call, and I have a couple other little avenues I could go down, a few other little suppliers. If not, I just email Action Direct, say, hey man, this is what I'm looking for. Hey team, this is what I'm looking for. Can you get me something like this? Or if they find me a part number that I can't cross-reference, hey, this is what the customer found online. Tell me what you think. Can we get it? Can we not get it? Is it a doable option? Is it overnight, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? Like for example, truck caps are always usually 6 to 8 weeks, so it's always a delay on truck caps, but that's fine. Tunnel covers, vent visors, lift kits and stuff, most of it's available a day or two. Most of the time we get everything from Cardinal. We got a CTP truck, which is our action truck. We get it every Tuesday. So we get shipments every day, daily. It's pretty straightforward, and if they haven't stocked it, it's doable. I stock quite a large amount of inventory here, but obviously we can't stock everything, or we can't always know what the needs are. So as times change or as times grow, I definitely try and touch base with some of the dealers, for Toyota, GM, try and keep up on some of the up and comings, or do some research online. The new Yukons are being released this year. What should I expect? What kind of running board should I expect? What kind of mud guard should I expect? What kind of bug deflectors, just the basics and stuff. So when they are released, I'm like, oh, perfect. Okay, maybe I should stock this, or ooh, we only have so many, try and keep up on the population control of what people are driving to, whether it's a Caravan or whether it's, a Durango or a Toyota Tundra or a Sierra or whatever it is, try and keep up with that stuff. So when it comes to stock levels, we're always one step ahead. Try to be. Obviously it's challenging. It's like you're trying to order
imagine cars. That there's a lot of cars, man. A lot of changes. Every 3 years they're changing. It's just a lot of stuff, right?
So we try, like a Ram, obviously because we're affiliated with Chrysler. Ryan owns us. I always try and keep as much Ram and Chrysler products as possible, because obviously they could just come next door, accessorize it, and back they go, right? So, but I do that with any dealership. I've been, before this COVID started and everything, I tried to get into every dealership and be like, what, if I can't be your first, let me be your second kind of deal, to push accessories, or if order from me, bill it to the customer, because some people only get X finance rates, or they're paying cash or whatever it is. They only have X dollars for finance, but they can get a little bit dollars more for some accessories. I have no problem billing the dealer so they can make it part of the deal. We can make all that kind of stuff process, just to help the customer out and help me as a business person out, to keep the doors open and everything moving around.
You guys, Farquhar Chrysler has been around for years and years and years in North Bay. This is the newest division. Great idea. So, this is all about supporting local business. So I know you guys have always supported the community with all of your contributions and all the things that you guys do. So I'm just trying to, get as much eyeballs and attention on your new business as we can, because the city of North Bay and the community in North Bay really help and support local business. So I think what we're saying is, you can go to Amazon, but why don't you try a local business first? Make sure you exhaust all possibilities locally. And then if you can't find it here, by all means, but support local, because that company is here for you as well.
Well, what's that sign you seen there a couple of weeks ago, or someone posted, it was floating around social media there, where it says Amazon won't support your kids hockey team or your soccer team or whatever. And I couldn't be any more firm believer. I gave a little shout out to Canadian Tire last week. Earlier this week, Monday, I went, and you know what, Paul Lamont was out there delivering stuff to customers' cars himself, which was fantastic. You know, see the team, pushing with the team, riding with the team. You know, you ever see Megan at Twigs, or, you know, any of the team members over there, or any of the small businesses that, you know, Orchards, or any of the ones that I've been into, you know, Stu Parker at the Parker's Independent Grocery, like some of them that I've been into, like grocery store is probably one of the challenging points right now. Like you go in there and like, they've definitely got a good solid effort going on. You know, Megan, just the drive-through only, you know what, we support where we can. Canadian Tire was drive-through only. Great that they're opening up this weekend, you know, hands off to them. So
yeah,
seeing that light at the end of the tunnel really helps. You know, I mean, I've always tried to support local myself, regardless whether I'm buying you know, a pair of running shoes or, you know, a dress shirt, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter to me, or, you know, a lawnmower or something. You always try and buy a local. I mean, it's, if it wasn't for us or you or, you know, your team, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we always try and do our best to push forward and make it happen. That's why I was trying to get into some of the car dealers as being in the industry for 15 years now, to be able to help them help their customers, but they're supporting me as a local businessman, and I'm supporting them as a local individual to keep that kind of stuff moving forward. So,
oh, I think it's great collaboration. I think, you know, like you said, maybe I won't be your first choice, but maybe I can be your second or third. There's always room, right?
Right. I mean, I get they have their own parts departments and stuff that they have to support and supply with and all that kind of good stuff. Totally get that. Totally respect that, because I mean, I got that same next door, but you know, for some reason they either can't get it, it's on back order, or they don't quite like the style, or maybe the pricing's too high or something. Where it comes into the aftermarket world, we get to have a little bit better understanding of maybe a better quality or a better price point, or, you know what I mean? It's just little things like that, or maybe they only have a certain one and they want a second one, or like aftermarket worlds, there could be 4 options for the same thing, right? So different size, different contour, different color, different matte finish, different texture, different. The list can go on, for that matter of fact. So
okay.
But,
so the best place for clients to reach you is at actiontrucks.com, or what's your phone number they can call you at?
478-6288. So 705-478-6288. Or always drop me an email at bj@farquharaction.com. Definitely always an easy way to get me, whether it's before hours, after hours, during hours, doesn't matter. I always try and do my best, even if it's just a quick reply. Hey, I mean, I can't find it right now, I'll get back to you tomorrow morning or something. Like, I always try and keep up and keep the customer up to par and up to date with what's going on and all that kind of good stuff. And if I don't answer the phone, please leave a voicemail. Whatever you do, please leave a voicemail, because I can't call you back if I don't know if it comes up unknown or private, or if I don't know the name I'm calling back, or et cetera, et cetera. So I mean, I'm doing my best to return them in a promptly fashion here, just because I am flying solo, but it's definitely coming together nicely. So,
buddy, you got everything under control. Hey, question: do you guys have is it a showroom and there's a vehicle all dressed up inside, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so I have a little Jeep 2020 Jeep Jeep Cherokee in the showroom right now. Got some vent visors, some floor mats in it, little roof rack on it, kind of showing off. I do have displays of how the tonneau covers work, whether it's hard, soft, roll up, trifold, soft trifold.
Gotcha.
There's actually touchables. There's truck boxes in here, like the black or the diamond plated ones for the box. Mud flaps are on the wall. Vent visor on the wall, so people could touch, feel, see. I got a section of like strobe lights. They can turn them on. That's
nice when they can actually feel it, see it, touch it.
You know, coming from the automotive industry in parts and in service, you know, the touch, feel, see is where it's at. I mean, if they can see a thing strobe, or they can see how bright that light is, they can see how the contour of the mud flap is. You know, I don't mind taking it out of the package and showing. You know, we've done a few things. We had a customer leave me his Jeep over the winter, and we put a 4-inch lift in 37. So I put that in the showroom for about a month before he picked it up.
Oh, cool.
So people will actually be able to see, holy geez, you know, you guys can do it all. We put a half door on it. We took the hard top off. We put a bikini top on it. Like, there were so many different things that was great that he, you know, didn't drive it in the winter. So let me have it. Basically dropped to me in February and said, call me when it's ready. And then I called him when he was ready. He's like, I'll pick it up in like a month when I can drive it home. I'm like, perfect. So little things as such, which was a bonus that way. Obviously, a little sitting area, you know, if I'm putting vent visors on, some basic stuff, they can hang out in here. Obviously, when COVID's finished, then they can hang out in here again. But until then, you know, we always make it accommodating. You know, there's the nice thing with the nice weather coming along. It's they've been able to go for little walks while I do things, which is perfect. Or they run up to Orchards and get what they need, or go across the road, get a coffee. So being across the road from Tim Hortons is kind of a bonus. It wasn't the best on the waistline when I started, but that's okay. Wrap that up. And,
you've got a hardcore following, you know, Jeep 4x4 off-road guys too, right? Like,
yeah, so I mean, it's a nice to be able to do everything. A little cat out of the bag. I'm trying to get a car show together. Maybe once this COVID stuff wrapped up, I kind of had it all in place, and now the dates might change, but it'd be nice to get everybody as a community, you know what I mean? Like, as we said earlier, support local, and push forward and be able to bring a good team of people together. You know what I mean? Even if they have to travel, you mean local is local, whether they're coming from Barrie, Sudbury, Timmins. The joys of having actions, stories, you know, in Timmins, Barrie, and Aurelia and stuff, we can reach out to them and push that. So get some people to come down and support our local economy, because, you know, as well as you have a daughter in Southern Ontario, et cetera, so you're always traveling, so it's nice to see or try and support, you know, a mom and pop restaurant while you're down there, because you know what it's like to push that through. So
yeah, for sure.
Being that said, you know, I mean, the showroom's always open. Try and keep it as tidy as possible, keep everything wiped down right now with COVID. I mean, the cleaning company comes in twice a week right now just to keep up and help us out. So it's definitely been a bonus that way. So supporting local, like I said, you know, I agree with you, and watching some of your videos that you've done with a few of the past clients. And I've been after me for like 2 weeks to get on it. I've just been so busy with workout routine in the morning, and then evening working routines and stuff. But here we are. So
you're doing a great job. I see lots of stuff out there and lots of posts and stuff. So well done. I really appreciate you hopping on. Thank you so much for taking the time. And we'll see you on the other side of COVID, kind of almost over. Things are changing for sure, but I think it's changing for the better in most cases. So again, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that.
Not a problem, Paul. Appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good evening.
Okay. Talk to you after. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.